time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get the chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sag. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jordan Elliott.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
And as the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Berrios. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 30.
The total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, throw left side complete. That's Wilson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Paul on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with Hunt on the and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Another completion here to Hunt. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that nearly
trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
This one finds Wilson downfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Berrios now from his end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Ball again on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Stiff-armed him. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 31, Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Give to Hall running right. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Wilson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19, round 7. Greg Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Chubb running right. Ooh, with a juke. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. York able to send this one through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Jalen Darden. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Braxton Berrios was named the All-Pro returner after the 2021 season, but starting to come along as a receiver as well and look no further than that 1st down grab. His new deal with the Jets should afford him some more looks outside of just special teams.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Ball again on 2nd down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The give running right is Joe. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 97 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And here comes Berrios. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Elliott in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Wilson. Got a man. It's Berrios complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant. Able to get this all the way out close to midfield, just what the doctor ordered on play one of this drive in crunch time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's going to let it fly.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To throw, Watson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Watson now to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
He He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
Watson looks to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
York able to send this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, Keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. To throw again is Wilson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Straight ahead is Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guy poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a 1st down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you... Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.
Nyj Vs Eagles.
Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss.
Look at that.
Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champion, you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Give me throw it medium, defend, inside run. What?
I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that now. It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, shit.
Really?
I like
Your life consists. Wait, hold on. Oh, this is your controller. Now you'll be 21. 20. If you be 21, be like 21. Can you do so for me? Can you hit a little wrist flex for me? Do you see the hit stick? That's a good hit stick, huh?
Nah, if you're this touchdown run, maybe.
Huh? Remember I got the freaking kick return touchdown?
Gibson to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
There's no way. Yeah, he's going to catch that.
Throwing his Wentz. This one incomplete.
Oh my god. Wait.
What the? You wanted to freaking.
There it is. Hong Kong.
Feet of his receiver.
Good.
Trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a third
Wait,
and 11.
let's hear back up, put it back. Huh?
Howell throwing on third down here. Taking a shot for Samuel.
That's overthrew.
It got his man complete.
He overthrew him.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the
Too
35.
spicy. 21. Can you do something for me?
On first down, Howell.
Fuck you.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Look how good.
Terry McLaurin. 5 yards. And the Commanders will jump on top of the game's first score.
Serious,
Joey Slot.
It's not there. Gibber. It's not there. You know?
Oh.
What the f? Have some? I'm joking, man. I'm good. Take a watch this.
And now whistles and a flag.
What is
I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it.
Yeah.
You might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Howell throwing for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. The penalty got him half the distance.
Lost.
Down to 1. Maybe it's a little easier.
Lost his video game.
Playbook, doesn't it?
You're,
1 yard
he
line,
lost his
run,
video
pass, do
game.
whatever you want
That's
there.
a bad trick.
And they did it successfully.
Fall down.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight,
21. Can you do so
this
for
out
me?
to the 16-yard line.
I like their plays.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
I like the Eagles
Fake the give to
plays.
Sanders, and now Hurts.
Oh
He
my
rifles one,
god.
it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And now, Charles, they're working with a short field. A chance to make this a 2-score game. These guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you
So
take
already?
it, get an excellent
Is that Jamar under?
now you've got a chance to go 2 scores in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on
Look,
these
he's a
DBs
freaking
tells me
bunny.
they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, but he's doing
Meanwhile,
good.
on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. but
You're
it's
going for it?
incomplete.
Oh.
While you're too busy worrying about your
So here we go, 4th down. Howell. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit. CD trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first play of the drive. They threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a
if you don't catch it, that's where if he doesn't catch this, we're good, okay?
They
yeah.
go play action.
But he catched it.
Tight end Dallas got him. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain.
But hold on. I'm going for that shit. Doesn't matter. I have to.
Those guys who can run, make
plays again.
And gain that additional yardage.
And he just what? He caught it.
It turned into a pretty nice little game. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Sanders.
Oh, really so.
Something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second.
Okay, I'm doing the same play again. Okay, give it. I told you. There.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
I'm faking it. Again.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
Oh, you go so low.
Trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the
Come on.
There was pressure on the
This is for 21 Savage. Come on, 21. Let's go. God, vote 21.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Give her, just watch this. It's going to be so many yards. Let's play.
Hurt's going to take this himself. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Look at press.
Run right there. Nice
I didn't mean to press that.
He knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Partner, I think this is what long-term starters
There's a chubby man. Look at this big little. Yep. X Factor. Yep. X Factor.
Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on
2nd and
10. Back to throw. Howell.
Oh, yeah.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Give him 32 on the play. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
He's just coming to play.
Second down and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
How did Kelly got?
A great
He's not under 2 minutes.
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown.
The ball freaking moved, I swear.
Jay.
These guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll look to throw.
Yeah.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
3 or 4 possessions to come back.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the hit and a loose football.
You won't go back, Jay.
They don't have the ball, dumbass.
Why you mad?
They're in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores in the first half. But the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first.
No, Jay, stop, no. Yo, Jay! Wait, Jay! Jay, why'd you get mad? I just beat you at the game. Hey, why are you pushing me?
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm, making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I
come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Ay, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Ay, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. I'm really out for blood this time, look. Woo. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate.